Hey guys, so today I'm just going to be reviewing the eBay 32 pink brush set with you, and I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more, and let's get started. So this is the pouch it comes in. It's like a light pink kind of color. Sorry about the lighting, it's horrible. And it looks like that fake leather with the two straps like this that you could tie around it, and yeah, it's cool. And that's all I gotta say about it. Now let's check the inside. So this is kind of hard to show, but this is how it is. It just holds 32 brushes, and the last brush came in here, but there's like two pockets, so I think about probably like 34 or 32 around there. And it comes with this cool flap to protect your brushes, and that's it. I really like this. I feel like this is good for storing brushes when you're traveling, so that way they won't get messed up and won't be all over the place. But I don't leave my brushes in here because I use them every single day and I need them, so I can't be like, rolling and stuff like that. Okay, so let's start off with these babies. So you have here your big puffy fan brush, the skinny small fan brush, powder or blush brush, um, foundation brush or concealer, whatever. This would be your angled brush, another kind of like powder blush brush, and the same thing with this. It's just much smaller and less dense, and yeah. So let's start off with the biggest one. This is how it looks. It's really nice and big and everything. It goes from like this light to like an ombre effect, and like it's really nice and pink. And then the barrel, it's just this really like metal handle, barrel, and then the handles, it feels like a cheap plastic kind of wood. I don't know how to describe it, and all the other brushes are the same way, like even the small little brushes in the brush set are the same way, the handle and the barrel. So yeah, that's one thing I don't really like about these brushes, the fact that they feel like really cheap, the barrel. But the quality of the bristles is really soft, it's synthetic, and it doesn't really what's the word, oh yeah, they don't shed a lot. So that's one thing that I really enjoy about these brushes. So the problem with this brush when it came was that some of the bristles were longer than the others, so I had to trim it a bit. I know it sounds a little weird, but it was getting on my nerves, so I just had to. And that's the thing about this brush. It's good for like fallouts, to brush out fallouts, to apply powder, just anything you want to do with this brush. Next we have this big blusher powder brush. It's really cool. I like it. It's really like poofy, and same thing, it goes from like, the white to like the ombre white, white, pink. And same thing with the handle. I like using this brush more for applying blush, but you could do whatever you want with it, and this is just how it looks. It's really cool, really soft as well, no shedding. Next you have this angled what is it, contour brush. I really like it because you could use this to contour your face. And yeah, the same thing, the brush is white and then it goes to pink, but it looks a little dirty because I use this to contour my face with. And the same thing, it's pink and the black barrel. And excuse the fact that my brushes are dirty. I do use these every single time, so they are quite dirty. Then you have this like more skinnier kind of brush. Like what I mean by skinnier, like it's skinny from here and then it poofs out. And it's really soft as well. No shedding, and the bristles are synthetic, really soft, like I said, and really like flexible, I guess you could say. They're not like the brushes that you buy and then they get really hard and stiff. Like none of these brushes have gotten hard and stiff, and I had these for about, I would say, 3 to 2 months, and none of that has happened. Next, here you got this foundation brush, this flat foundation brush. I really like it. It's really soft, like compared to the elf angled foundation brush. This is like way softer. It doesn't feel harsh on my face or anything, and I really enjoy it. So yeah. Next is this much smaller fan brush. Now it looks like this because I have it on an angle laying against on my little like kind of container thing. So I have it on an angle like this, and that's why the bristles are like that. But when it first comes, it looks more like this. Let me show you one of my fan brushes to give you an idea of how it looks like when it originally comes in the package. It looks like this. It does not look like that, except these bristles, there's like less bristles on the brush. It's not as thick as like these. So yeah, so you could wash it and it'll just go for, whoa, it'll just form back into the way it was. And it also comes with like the little packaging over it, to hold the bristles in place. And same thing with this one, it comes with like the little packaging on top, the little plastic thing, so that way the bristles won't get damaged or unformed or anything. So yeah, that's this one, and it's good for like brushing off fallouts and you know highlighting. Then you have the similar brush to the one I mentioned before, this one, except this one's like a little more thicker, well, fuller in bristles, I guess you could say. And it's good for powder, anything you want to use for it. And it's really soft as well. No shedding, no nothing, no like hardness, no nothing. So yeah. And moving on with these babies. These are the little brushes. So where do I start off? You come with, it comes with the eyebrow brushes with this one and with the spoolie. I really found it cool. Oh, and it doesn't come bent like this. I just decided to bend it a little bit to get, you know, get in there with my eyebrows. But I really find it cool how it comes with these little like things. It's really cool. So yeah, that's what it comes with. I'm so sorry. I keep saying so yeah. I'm just, you know, a little nervous, but that's how it comes in. I found it cool how it came with these three sponge applicator eyeshadow brush thingies. It's really cool. I tend to use these now often because I feel like it, you know, grabs or, just gets a lot of the eyeshadow. So that's really cool about it. Comes with three of them. I don't know why they made this one lighter, but this is how it is. So I'm gonna try to lay these against my bed so you guys can see. It comes with two of these really skinny kind of brushes. I personally use them for, gel eyeliner because it really creates a nice wing. Except this one right here is like more thicker than this one, but they are both good. I really like them. Really soft, and yeah. Then you get these concealer brushes. So this one is you know, a little bigger than the rest, I believe. Oh no, it's this one. But they all look identical. See? and I believe this one as well. Oh yeah, these look very identical, except the only difference you could tell are the density of the brushes, but they're really good for concealer. I like to use these for concealer more than I like using them as eyeshadow brushes. And then you get this angled concealer brush. I use this one mostly for contouring because it's on an angle. So that's why it's like, this color. And the same thing also, it comes like this. Like it goes from like white to pink, except for some reason these, like the pink tip looks a little darker, than the face brushes. But that's how that one comes in. And then you get this like much skinnier kind of brush. But this one's good to use as well for like, to get into those hard areas. And I honestly would say these would be eyeshadow brushes, although I don't use these quite often as eyeshadow brushes, except these really like small ones. So let's start off with the really tiny ones. So these are the really like small eyeshadow brushes. I honestly can't tell the difference except in like that really dark one, but the rest they all look identical, except some of the lengths are longer than the others, and same thing, some have like more bristles. So I just took like two of them and used them mostly as lip brushes because they're really soft and good for precision on the lips, and if you're wearing like a dark or a red color. So that's how these two look like. Then you have like this little straight kind of angular. Oh my gosh, my language is so horrible today. But you have this more like on an angle brush. I try to use this for gel eyeliner, but it really wasn't working out for me. So I stopped using that, and I'll just see what I could use it next for. And these are like the rest of them. Like I said, they really look identical. You could use it for the inner corner, for the brow bone, or just as whatever you want. But they really look identical. And then you get this really cool kind of like, I don't know how to describe this, like a sharp tip kind of brush. I really enjoy to use this for the crease to get really in there. So that's how this one looks like. The only thing I didn't like was like, look at that. Hold up. Like, they really couldn't have filled it up with more bristles. Like, I feel like one day water's just gonna get into it and destroy it. Luckily, none of that has happened to any of the brushes I've gotten so far. So that's a good thing. And then you get this kind of like, I don't know how to describe this, but this kind of brush, I would love to use this brush for cream eyeshadows, but I don't have one. But I think this would be amazing for cream eyeshadows, just to like, go like that and then, apply it all over the lid. I've used this for powder regular eyeshadow, but I don't feel like it does really good results. But this is a nice brush for cream eyeshadow. And then you're left with these kind of brushes. Again, they look like they're concealer brushes, but you could use them as eyeshadow brushes too, just to get in there in the hard to reach areas. And that's it for all the brushes I have. So these are it, like I said. And I'll try to find the link where I bought these specific brushes. These range from like $12 and some cents, free shipping, which was really cool. Not $12, like 11, but I mean just rounded to 12. And it comes with this cool pouch to store all these brushes in, so that's really cool. I obviously wash these brushes before even using them because you never know if they were like, processed with chemicals or anything. So you just want to make sure they don't shed. They don't shed at all. The only problem I had was the bristles. Like some of them were longer than the others. Like they were just like poking out, which is a really big pet peeve because I hate feeling like longer bristles hitting against my face. So I just had to like trim it a bit. But for the price you're paying, it's not bad. I've had these for about 3 months and none of them have fallen apart, which is crazy because they're really cheap. And I've had other really expensive brushes that I have had in the past and they've broken apart, which really sucks because they're supposed to be high end and everything, and these are like really cheap and shipped from, I believe, Hong Kong or something like that. So that's a really nice thing, and they take about a week or a week and days to arrive, but it's so worth it because the quality is amazing. It's really soft, no shedding, they haven't fallen apart, and hopefully they don't fall apart by any time. And leave any questions in the comments below if you're concerned more about these brushes. I'll leave a link in the description box, just to let you guys, know where I got these brushes. And until next time, bye guys.